Good morning, students. In last lecture we have studied lesson number 3A, that is concept of demand or demand analysis. Now this is lesson number 3B, elasticity of demand. To study elasticity of demand, you must have to recall first different factors affecting demand. We have studied it, what are the various factors affecting demand in lesson number 3A. Price is the most important factor affecting demand, right? And there are some other factors also, such as climatic conditions, income, prices of other goods, etc., etc., etc. So if demand changes due to change in any factor, the ratio of such change, the ratio of change in demand and such change in a particular factor is known as elasticity of demand, right? Professor Alfred Marshall has explained the concept of elasticity of demand first. So let us study what elasticity of demand means. Here is the definition. The term elasticity indicates the responsiveness of one variable to a change in other variable. Here it means the term elasticity of demand explains the relationship between change in demand for a commodity to change in any factor affecting demand. So the meaning is elasticity of demand refers to a degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity to a given change in price or any other factor. If demand changes if demand changes due to changes in any other factor or price, then the ratio of these two changes is known as elasticity of demand. Now this was the meaning. Now let us come to the definition, proper definition. According to Professor Alfred Marshall, here is the definition. According to Professor Alfred Marshall, elasticity of demand is great or small according to the amount demanded, which rises much or little for a given fall in the price, and quantity demanded falls much or little for a given rise in the price. If you have studied law of demand, there are the meaning of both of them are same. When price of a commodity rises, demand for that commodity falls, and when price falls, demand rises. There it has there Marshall has explained law of demand. Here he has explained the proportion or the ratio in which demand changes due to change in price or any other factor affecting demand. So elasticity of demand means a ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded of a commodity due to proportionate change in factors affecting demand. I have seen the textbook. In the textbook they have not given the formula, right? So I will explain you the formula with the help of this particular formula of income elasticity of demand. Actually this is the formula of income elasticity. Please look at the formula. What formula is EY. EY is income elasticity of demand. EY is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded. QTY is quantity, percentage change in quantity demanded, upon percentage change in income is the formula. But this formula is of income elasticity of demand. Now you will have to write the formula of elasticity of demand. Pay attention. Now I am going to tell you the formula of elasticity of demand and not of income elasticity. Here is the formula of income elasticity. You have that. You will have to alter this formula by this EY will be replaced by ED. यहाँ पे हम लोग small d लिखेंगे. ED. ED stands for elasticity of demand. Is equal to, here is equal to, percentage change in quantity demanded remains same. There will not be change in any change in numerator. Percentage change in quantity demanded will be same. Instead of percentage change in income, here it will be percentage change in factors affecting demand. Instead of income, it will be factors affecting demand. So the what formula will be ED, elasticity of demand, is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in factors. Though the formula is not mentioned or it is not given in your textbook, I have dictated. Again I am repeating. ED, elasticity of demand, is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in factors affecting demand. There are various types of elasticity of demand. Here you can see the types of elasticity of demand. Actually there are 3 types included in this particular year's syllabus, but in reality there are various types of demand. Some types are mentioned. You can see income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand. Some other types are also there, though they are not in your textbook, but there are some other types also, such as arc price elasticity of demand, promotional elasticity of demand, etc, etc, etc. So as in your textbook 3 types are given, we will study only 3 types: income elasticity, cross elasticity and प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. फिर से एक बार मैं डेफिनेशन तुम लोगों के लिए रिवाइज करता हूँ. इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड रेफर्स टू अ रेशियो ऑफ proportionate change in quantity demanded of commodity due to proportionate change in factors affecting demand. डिमांड के ऊपर असर करने वाले फैक्टर्स में अगर कोई भी चेंज आया तो उसकी वजह से डिमांड में कितना चेंज आएगा उस पर्टिकुलर रेशो को RATIO रेशो को बोला जाता है इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. नाउ वी विल स्टडी वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. फर्स्ट वी विल स्टडी income elasticity of demand. What income elasticity of demand means? It is very easy. It is a ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded of a commodity due to proportionate change in income of a consumer. While studying income elasticity, we are not going to consider every type, every factor affecting demand. We are going to study only one factor affecting demand, and that is income of a consumer. So income elasticity of demand means, here is the definition, it refers to a degree of responsiveness of change in quantity demanded of a commodity due to change in income only. Here you can see the word only, because here demand changes due to change in income of a consumer only, and other factors affecting demand including price. Other factors affecting demand including price remains at a constant level. There are no changes expected in other factors except income of a consumer. Okay, so this is income elasticity. Just now we have studied the formula. Please see the formula. It is EY. now ED हम लोगों ने इस्तेमाल किया था इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड के लिए. Now it is EY. EY is income elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in income, right? Okay, symbolically it is actually, symbolically लिखने के बाद actually हम लोगों को ये वाला फॉर्मूला पहले लिखना चाहिए. कैसे लिखना चाहिए? डेल्टा Q अपॉन Q डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा Y अपॉन Y, that is percentage change in delta Q, this percentage change in delta Q divided by percentage change in delta Y, that is income, that is delta Q upon Q divided by delta Y upon Y. Pay attention here, Y is original income and Q is original demand. Okay, Y is original income and Q is original demand. Delta Y is change in income. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि डेल्टा वाई इज न्यू इनकम. नो, इट इज नॉट न्यू इनकम, इट इज चेंज इन इनकम, एंड डेल्टा क्यू इज चेंज इन डिमांड. सो इट इज डेल्टा क्यू अपॉन क्यू डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा वाई अपॉन वाई. उसको और हम लोग सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो it is delta Q upon Q into Y upon delta Y. Every time you will have to use this particular formula, delta Q upon Q into Y upon delta Y. But in next formula here Y will not be there, you may have P. Here y is for income, you may have p for price. So the final formula is delta q upon q into y upon delta y. Okay. Now, income elasticity of demand is positive. You should know में लिखा हुआ है income elasticity of demand is positive. It may be negative or it may be zero also. Let us explain this. What positive income elasticity means? It is very easy. Positive income elasticity means if demand for any goods or demand for any commodity will increase due to increase in income, it is said that income elasticity is positive. किसी भी कमोडिटी का डिमांड अगर तुम्हारे इनकम बढ़ने की वजह से बढ़ गया तो उसको पॉजिटिव इनकम इलास्टिसिटी बोला जाता है. एंड इट हैपन्स इन केस ऑफ नॉर्मल or standard or quality goods. You can observe this particular thing in case of normal goods or quality goods or standard goods, because in case of these goods demand increases with the increase in income of a consumer. There are certain goods which do not follow this particular law. Whenever income of a person increases, demand for such goods decreases, and in that case income elasticity is called as negative income elasticity. See what the meaning is given. Inferior or goods which inferior or goods for which demand decreases with increase in income. If the commodity is called as Giffen's goods, हम लोगों ने लॉ ऑफ डिमांड के एक्सेप्शंस में पहला आइटम पढ़ा था. गिफन्स गुड्स मतलब इंफीरियर गुड्स, मतलब चीप क्वालिटी गुड्स. उनके साथ क्या होता है, देयर डिमांड डिक्रीजेस विथ इंक्रीज इन इनकम. जब एक पर्टिकुलर आदमी का इनकम बढ़ता है तो वो सस्ती और ख़राब क्वालिटी के चीज़ें खरीदना कम कर देता है. देखो डिक्रीजेस, जब उसका इनकम बढ़ता है, अगर उसका इनकम बढ़ गया तो वो अच्छे क्वालिटी का गुड्स परचेस करेगा और निगेटिव खराब क्वालिटी का माल जो रहेगा वो कम खरीदेगा. सो इन केस ऑफ इंफीरियर गुड्स देयर इज नेगेटिव इनकम इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, बिकॉज डिमांड फॉर इंफीरियर गुड्स डिक्रीजेस व्हेन योर इनकम increases. And lastly, in case of some goods income elasticity of demand is zero also. Very basic example of necessary goods, मैं दो ही एग्जाम्पल दूंगा, सॉल्ट एंड मेडिसिन्स. सॉल्ट और मेडिसिन्स के मामले में ऐसे होता है कि डिमांड रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट इररिस्पेक्ट ऑफ इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज इन इनकम. तुम्हारा इनकम बढ़ गया या तुम्हारा इनकम कम हो गया, उसका सॉल्ट की कितनी क्वांटिटी हम लोग कंज्यूम करने वाले हैं उसके साथ कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है. तुम्हारा पगार अगर डबल हो गया तो सब्जी में तुम लोग 2 चम्मच नमक डालने वाले नहीं हो. डॉक्टर ने अगर कोई तुम लोगों को दवाई प्रिस्क्राइब की होगी कि अगर ठीक होना है तो तुम लोग ये दवाई लो, तो उसका जो भी डोज डॉक्टर ने बोला रहेगा वही हम लोग लेंगे. इट इज़ नॉट एट ऑल डिपेंडेंट अपॉन यूर इनकम. So though there is change in income, there is no change in demand. Demand for these goods remains constant. Hence, income elasticity in case of necessary goods is called as zero income elasticity. Again, it is not mentioned in your textbook, but there are 5 different types of income elasticity of demand. That is income elasticity at unity, income elasticity at greater than unity, income elasticity at less than unity, perfectly elastic income elasticity and perfectly inelastic income elasticity, जिनके values है 1 greater than 1, less than 1, infinity and 0 respectively. This particular topic you are going to study in your further level of education, that is you may study it in the 13th standard or 14th standard, something like that. Okay, so let's take a break for some time and please go through the concept of income elasticity of demand. After that we will start cross elasticity. Okay, please go through the script once. Okay, I hope you have gone through income elasticity of demand. Now let us study cross elasticity of demand. Before studying cross elasticity of demand, let us revise that there are various factors affecting demand, and one of the factors is prices of other goods, that is prices of substitute and complementary goods. So what happens in case of cross elasticity of demand is when demand for a commodity changes due to change in price of some other related commodity, which may be a substitute or a complementary product, it is called as cross elasticity of demand. Definition is, cross elasticity of demand refers to a ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded of commodity X due to proportionate change in price of commodity Y. यहाँ पे ऐसे होता है कि Y नाम के कमोडिटी की प्राइस चेंज हो जाती है और X नाम के कमोडिटी का डिमांड चेंज हो जाता है. यहाँ पे X एंड Y एक तो सब्सटीट्यूट गुड्स हो सकते हैं जैसे कि टी एंड कॉफ़ी, और कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड्स हो सकते हैं जैसे कि कार एंड पेट्रोल. नाउ we will study the definition given in the textbook. What it says, it refers to, here is the definition, it refers to a change in quantity demanded of one commodity due to change in price of other commodity. जैसा कि मैंने अभी बोला, एंड ये जो दो कमोडिटीज है वो हो सकते हैं कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री और सब्सटीट्यूट गुड्स. फॉर्मूला इज EC. नाउ हियर इट इज EC फॉर क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. इन सम टेक्स्ट बुक यू मे हैव ER ऑल्सो, स्मॉल r लिखना होता है वहाँ पे, तो EC इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट एंड ER इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट, बट यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट बुक में उन्होंने EC दिया है तो अभी हम लोग EC लिखेंगे. EC इज इक्वल टू परसेंटेज चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड ऑफ A. यहाँ पे A इज अ कमोडिटी A. इफ यू हैव ऑब्जर्व हियर इट इज परसेंटेज चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड ऑफ कमोडिटी A. इसका मतलब होता है कि डेल्टा Q जो है वो हमेशा न्यूमरेटर में रहता है. यहाँ पे भी तुम लोगों ने इनकम इलास्टिसिटी के फॉर्मूले में देखा रहेगा, क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड हमेशा ऊपर रहता है. सो न्यूमरेटर इज ऑलवेज क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड, चेंज होगा खाली डिनोमिनेटर. इनकम इलास्टिसिटी में डिनोमिनेटर था इनकम ऑफ अ कंज्यूमर, यहाँ पे है परसेंटेज चेंज इन प्राइस ऑफ कमोडिटी B. ओके, सो सिंबॉलिकली इट इज परसेंटेज चेंज in quantity demanded of commodity A, that is percentage delta QA. QA stands for quantity of commodity A demanded. Quantity of commodity A demanded divided by percentage delta PB. Percentage delta PB means proportionate change in price of commodity B. Okay, B नाम के कमोडिटी की प्राइस में जो चेंज आया उसकी वजह से A नाम के कमोडिटी के डिमांड में कितना चेंज आया उसका रेशो. अगेन इट इज सेड दैट डेल्टा Q, हियर इज द फॉर्मूला, डेल्टा QA अपॉन QA डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा PB अपॉन PB. डेल्टा QA अपॉन QA डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा PB अपॉन PB, which is simplified as delta QA upon QA into PB upon delta PB. In exam you are going to write this formula, delta QA upon QA into PB upon delta PB. QA मतलब original quantity of commodity A demanded. PB is original price of commodity B. Delta QA change in quantity demanded of commodity A, and delta PB is change in price of commodity B. Okay, just like income elasticity, cross elasticity has also different values such as positive cross elasticity, negative cross elasticity and zero cross elasticity. एक एक करके पढ़ेंगे. Positive cross elasticity, you can observe positive cross elasticity in case of substitute goods such as tea and coffee. हम लोगों ने ये डिमांड में भी पढ़ा हुआ है कि what happens in case of substitute goods like tea and coffee. Whenever price of tea increases, अब टी और कॉफ़ी दो चीज़ों के बारे में है, इसके लिए मैं इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज बोल रहा हूँ. वेन एवर